Then we go to the old 3 of Steve Wozniak. We know those cars are fast, folks. Let's see if the guys can do as well as the ladies did earlier today. Norman Root in the 18 car, he's up front. Ray Luce in the 7. A lot of heavy cars up front looking for the lead of the pack. Problems on the front stretch. Paul Collins Jr., car number 86. He goes around, let's see, he's under power, he's coming back out. Lee McGee out front, car number 55, the double nickels is leading. Kit Freitas in trouble with the deuce. Nice piece of driving by that young man. Gathers it back in nicely. New leader, Steve Wozniak, powering to the front with the old 3 car. Norman Root coming from way back in the pack. Wayne Rio is around with the 27 car. Sean Manning, Kit Freitas, all around in turn 4. Looks like they'll be back out in time. Norman Root smoking the tire is coming to the front of the field. He's letting it all hang out this afternoon. He's out front and your leader. Car number 18 is out front. He did it in a hurry. Running second, the old 3 of Steve Wozniak. Don Swaney through the pond here in the center of the infield. We're not sure if Chris Doughton in the 33X is really up front as Jerry Savigny backs off the speedway. He's looking to come back out. A lot of changes up front in a hurry in this one. Looks as though it's Norman Root, Chris Doughton, Ray Luce, and the old 3 of Steve Wozniak. Different names up front, but they're in charge at the present time. Norman Root starting to lap some of the slower back markers. He gets by the 76 of Savigny. Chris Doughton with kind of a 33X looking to the front. He's running second, looking to chase down our leader. Black flag going out to one of the front runners. We'd almost believe it's a 44 of Russ Holly, but we're not quite sure on that one. Don't hold us to that black flag, but it's very close to his spot in line. Don Swaney off the speedway with the 3H. Andy Skinner off with the 49. And in the meantime, we've got a new leader as Chris Doughton takes over the 33X. How the fortunes of racing change in a hurry. Chris Doughton is out front. Either Norman Root is really smoking the tires, or he's got a mechanical problem developing under the hood. There's a lot of smoke coming up from time to time. Quite possible, just the tires looking for traction. Ray Luce runs third with the 7 car. Stephen Wozniak continues to run fourth. Here comes Joe Mancini in the 47 car, and Billy Reynolds in the 34 car. We picked out that 34 car earlier. Sean Manning, Todd Ruddy, Russ Holly, Dave Etheridge all running towards the front of the field. Jerry Savigny off the pace with the 76 car. He heads to the infield. Head lap shown as complete. I sure hope that's tire smoke for Norman Root's sake. Russ Holly off with the 44. Don Swaney in the 3H, parks it in the infield. A lot of tire squeal, tire smoke, everybody looking for maximum traction. This is what it's all about. This is why they work week in and week out. Here's where they win the points and the money. It's feature time. Jerry Savigny in the 76 probably trying to get back out. He went to the infield, but it looks as though he's going to return to the action. He's got to be a couple of laps down at least. Going to get a little more track time, if nothing else. The Baldiga out of Higginham, staying down on the inside with car number 23B. Some of the front runners going around the outside is Chris Doughton, running stronger than he has all season long with that 33X car. Continues to motor on down. Norman Root holding on to second. He's sideways through the turn. Maybe Joe Mancini in the 47 taking over that second spot as Kit Freitas heads to the infield. Laps shown as complete. Chris Doughton, your 33X, your leader. Unofficially, Joe Mancini in that 47 car should be second. Third spot more than likely belongs to the 34 of Billy Reynolds. And it looks as though Dave Etheridge in the 54 car is now beginning to battle for that particular spot. That's the way they stack up at the present time with about 18 laps shown as complete. 33 car of Doughton, the 47 of Mancini, the 34 of Reynolds. Now Reynolds displaced by the 54 of Dave Etheridge. Etheridge goes around the outside. He may get by the 47 of Mancini to boot. 54 car definitely the fastest car out of the speedway at the present time. Continues to battle with Mancini, but Mancini comes back in to the number 2 position. Billy Reynolds able to follow suit, but Dave Etheridge, not to be denied, continues to battle back on the outside. Then we look back to the 7th of Ray Luce. He's in the 5th spot. After that, it's a shambles in the standings. A lot of fast cars this afternoon, and they seem to get faster. We do know your leader is being chased out. 3 wide for the second position. Dave Etheridge lets it hang out dirt tracking style through the turns. He gets hooked up with Joe Mancini and drops back to the 4th spot. That puts Billy Reynolds up to the number 2 position as he looks to chase down your leader. Boy, did that change in a hurry. Number 28, that's Page. Being told he's got a bumper dragging. Let's see if Terry heeds the black flag and brings it to the infield. Brand new leader as Billy Reynolds takes over with the 34 car. We've got trouble up in turn 3 right in front of the leaders. Billy Reynolds threads his way through nicely in front of the 33 of Chris Doughton. Rich Bianca in the 55 of Lee McGee where the car's involved. Both come back out. Next time around's the halfway mark. Where did those 25 laps go? Black flag going out to one of the cars in the pack. Meanwhile, Billy Reynolds trying to open up a little bit of an advantage. He's out front, doesn't want to look back. Todd Ruddy into the infield with the 05 car. No birthday present for that boy today. Left front tire's gone away. Again, the black flag out to Terry Page, dragging that bumper in front of the number 28. Trouble on the front stretch. The 02 stands on the brakes. Let's see if he can stay out of harm's way. Caution flag is coming out. Car number 02, George charging. Drag race up into turn number 1. Reynolds on the inside, Moose Doughton on the outside. Joe Mancini and Dave Etheridge waiting in the wings. Mancini looking to challenge for the runner-up position down on the inside of Chris Doughton's 33. Dave Etheridge runs in the 4th spot with car number 54. We'd almost have to think the 09 car could be a legitimate 5th spot at the present time. But again, that's only purely conjecture on our part. Don Etheridge with the 53 car also coming to the front. Once again, they begin to stretch him out just a little bit. Lap number 29 goes into the books this time by. Billy Reynolds looking to open it up a bit as Dave Etheridge moved into the runner-up spot ahead of Joe Mancini's 47. Chris Dalton back to 4. Here comes the 53 of Don Etheridge. Could be the Chevrolet is closing in. But again, he could be down. We're not quite sure. We'll attempt to keep you posted when the information becomes available. We do know Ray Lewis in car number 7 has been close. Here comes Mark LaJoie in the 4. Rich Kowalski in the 6. Russ LaJoie also on the move. He won last time out. He's looking to repeat this afternoon. Let's see what happens. We have some 32 laps shown as complete. On Etheridge, car number 53 reported as a lap down as Tony Daddio gets in the wall in turn 4. Let's see if he can get refired in time. He's right in the pit gate. Yellow coming out. Fires up the 34 car. That's a drag race off the 4th third as Dave Etheridge is on the outside, but Billy Reynolds standing tall on the inside. Once again, Billy Reynolds able to regain control. Dave Etheridge in the number 2 spot as Joe Mancini on his bumper. Mark LaJoie becomes a factor with the 4 car. He's closing in. He's on the inside of Chris Dalton in the 33. Action aplenty. The field stays tightly packed. A lot of paint swapping through the turn, but everybody stays pointed in the right direction. Tire smoking, slip sliding, dirt tracking around the speedway. All the drivers looking for maximum traction. Dave Etheridge out of Portland, Connecticut, trying to make the trip worthwhile. Takes a peek. He's testing the waters, and Billy Reynolds on the inside. Reynolds stays to the high side. It's going to be a real knockdown. Drag him out off the 4th turn. Dead even at the line. No leader that time by. Rich Pianka takes an excursion through the infield with the 1 car. Norman Root goes around with the 18 car. He comes back out. That cost him a lap. Dave Etheridge stays down low. Billy Reynolds stays to the outside. 36 laps shown as complete. Dave Etheridge, your leader, car number 54, right ahead of the 34 of Billy Reynolds. Joe Mancini locked in a battle with Mark LaJoie. Looks as though Bobby Little, car number 71, has moved up to the 5th spot. Yow, somebody just took an excursion, a whoop-de-doo. Paul Collins Jr., car number 86. He found out where that whoop-de-doo was in a hurry. Joe Mancini in trouble with the 47 car. He gives way to Mark Lewis as they bang and slam their way down the front straightaway. You gotta understand it's the heat of the battle, but a couple of drivers coming in to contend. Bobby Little and Russ LaJoie. LaJoie tasted victory a few weeks ago, looking for his way back into victory lane again. Actually, I would say this rates as a top-notch, pure stock main event. Billy Reynolds is out front and flying behind the 54 of Dave Etheridge. Both of those drivers come from way back in the pack. Mark LaJoie runs 3rd, Joe Mancini 4th, Bobby Little 5th, Russ LaJoie runs 6th, Rich Kowalski runs 7th. That's unofficial, folks. Chris Dalton is probably 8th. Vinny Bonacore is 9th. Then we'd have to say it's the 7 of Ray Luce and probably the 27 of Wayne Ryu. But Dave Etheridge, car number 54, out front and flying with a couple of handful of laps left. Your leader trying to run away and hide. And they say you can't find a good mechanic around. Well, they have to come to the speedway. Look at these cars perform. They've been pushed hard all afternoon. A good portion are still ticking like that good Timex watch. I'm shown prior to that checkered flag. They'll be cutting yet another click off that lap counter. Dave Etheridge off that fourth turn. Battles continue back in the pack. A couple of cars hooked up right by the leader. Dave Etheridge was able to get by, but Billy Reynolds had an anxious moment as one of the cars went around directly in front of some of the top runners. Time running out, just a handful of laps remaining.
Number 59 for Ted Dupree from Westbrook. Stuck over in turns 1 and 2. He's looking for a break to make his way down. Scoreboard shows 46 laps scored as complete. We're looking for your leader, Dave Etheridge, as he looks across the start-finish line. Looks as though we're going to hold on lap 3. Billy Roberts looks to send the field off as the 54. Dave Etheridge gets the bite. Billy Reynolds looking to work his way past the 43 of John Puglisi. So the top two remain unchanged. Mark LaJoy in car number 4 looking to work his way past Puglisi in the 43. Brother Russ LaJoy right behind with the 30. Two to go marker being displayed to the field. Billy Roberts with the 2 to go marker. Issuing to the field, white flag due up this next time by. That'll be the final circuit around the 1/3 mile oval on this final racing event on the evening's racing program, as car number 54 for Dave Etheridge continues with quite an advantage over the 34 of Billy Reynolds. Pete Brockett Jr. looks to be dropping off the pace just a bit with the 88 as the leader is working through the turns for the final time as Dave Etheridge looks to pick up another feature win in this afternoon's 50-lap main event. Billy Reynolds settling for the runner-up spot with car number 34. Mark LaJoy from Owington, Connecticut settles for the runner-up position, make that the 3rd position. And unofficially in for the 4th spot is car number 30 for Russ LaJoy of Norwalk. Well, as the rest of the field looks to cross the start-finish line, the back half of the field having a little difficulty negotiating through turns 1 and 2. We're looking for your winner. That's Dave Etheridge from Portland, Connecticut. You see he pulls down into victory lane with car number 54. Joe Golis down trackside. He's going to have a word with your feature winner.
Passer un peu d'une vie de village à une dimension planétaire à laquelle
All right, now we're down in victory lane. We're just about trip mark here. Dave Etheridge just about ready to climb out. Here he is, folks, the winner of this afternoon's Pure Stock 50-lapper. Holy mackerel, I think you brought the whole town of Portland down here, Dave. You know, we've been here a few times before. Unfortunately, things didn't work out so well. How about it this afternoon? We all set to go. We're going to pass that post-race inspection.
Yeah, I don't think I'll have a problem today.
You know, the car's been good all season long. He's been little things. You blew right by Billy Reynolds late in that event, and you just motored on by. It seemed to be stronger as the race progressed. Is that the way you set the car up for this afternoon's activities?
Well, no, you see, the competition out here is getting a lot stiffer, and you really got to take your time and go through the traffic and be patient.
You know, it's kind of unusual that I can keep track to the top 10 cars throughout the event. I was able to do it this afternoon simply because that's how many cars were in hot pursuit. I guess you're right, these cars are getting a lot quicker. Billy Reynolds getting stronger. We see Mark LaJoy's number 4, the 30 of Russ LaJoy. They're all coming on strong. Everybody doing their homework? Is that what it's all about?
Yeah, I think everybody's learning little by little.
Anybody want to say a special thanks to?
Yeah, I'd like special thanks to Raymar Hall, all my pit crew, Tim Fiegel, Portland Napa. They've all been pretty good to me.
Well, you know, that's what it takes, a group of people, and here you are in victory lane. Let's hope it passes inspection. How about it, folks? Dave Etheridge out of Portland, Connecticut picks up the first win of the year. Driving car number 54.